Can you imagine a world where a vital global artery, a narrow stretch of water that fuels economies and dictates the flow of energy, suddenly comes with a price tag? A price tag that could be dictated by nations whose interests often clash with major world powers. Well, that world might be closer than we think, as reports emerge that Iran and Oman are discussing the implementation of a toll system for ships transiting the Strait of Hormuz. Before we dive into the implications of this potentially monumental shift, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, especially how it intersects with global affairs, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss out on these crucial updates. Now, let's unpack this. The Strait of Hormuz, for those unfamiliar, is a strategically vital chokepoint for oil transportation. Roughly 1/5 of global oil consumption passes through this narrow waterway that separates Iran from Oman. It's a critical artery for the world economy, and any disruption or significant change in its management immediately sends ripples of concern across continents. The news suggests that Iran, a nation that has historically asserted its influence in the region, is in discussions with Oman, its neighbor, about creating a system where vessels would be charged a fee to navigate these waters. This development is particularly intriguing, and frankly, a bit of a curveball, given the history. Remember President Trump's strong stance on the Strait of Hormuz? He has, on multiple occasions, vocally condemned any attempts to charge fees or impose tolls on ships passing through this international waterway. He even threatened swift and severe repercussions against any nation that would attempt to block or disrupt maritime traffic there. His administration viewed the free flow of commerce through the strait as a matter of national security and global economic stability. So, the fact that Iran, a country he has often had a confrontational relationship with, is now reportedly exploring such a system, possibly with the cooperation of a neighboring state, throws a wrench into those previous pronouncements. The Iranian ambassador to Oman has been quoted stating, and I'm paraphrasing here, that Iran and Oman must mobilize all their resources both to provide security services and to manage navigation in the most appropriate manner. This statement, on its face, sounds like a commitment to order and safety. However, when coupled with the discussion of a toll system, it raises significant questions about what managing navigation in the most appropriate manner truly entails, and whether it includes a financial component. What does this mean? The implications are multifaceted. Firstly, for the global oil market, this could mean increased costs. If a toll is implemented, shipping companies will likely pass those costs on to consumers, potentially leading to higher fuel prices at the pump and impacting inflation worldwide. This is especially sensitive given the current global economic climate. Secondly, this directly challenges the United States' long-standing policy of ensuring freedom of navigation in international waters. The U.S. Navy has a significant presence in the region, ostensibly to guarantee the unhindered passage of vessels. A toll system could be interpreted as a direct assertion of sovereignty and control over the strait, which could lead to increased tensions and potential confrontations. How will the Biden administration respond to this, especially considering their stated desire to de-escalate regional tensions? Thirdly, it raises questions about the role of Oman in this equation. Oman has traditionally maintained a neutral stance in regional conflicts and has often acted as a mediator. Their involvement in discussions about a toll system with Iran could signal a shift in their regional policy or perhaps an effort to gain economic benefits while also playing a role in managing regional security. What are the possible outcomes? We could see a diplomatic standoff, with the U.S. and its allies pushing back against the toll system, potentially leading to sanctions or even naval posturing. Alternatively, if the toll is implemented and accepted, it could set a precedent for other strategically important waterways, fundamentally altering the landscape of international maritime law and commerce. It could also lead to greater regional cooperation between Iran and Oman, strengthening their economic and political ties. This is a developing story with significant potential to reshape global economics and geopolitics. It's a complex dance of power, economics, and international relations playing out in one of the world's most critical waterways. So, what do you think about Iran and Oman potentially implementing a toll system for the Strait of Hormuz? Is this a legitimate move for regional management and revenue, or is it a provocative challenge to global trade and U.S. interests? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. The world is watching how this unfolds.